Hello friends, this is part 12 video lecture of the Angular series. There will be 4 video lecture for part 12. First video lecture will be about user authentication. Second will be about JWT token. Third will be about interceptor. And fourth will be about security. In this lecture, we will learn about user authentication process. For user authentication, we will first integrate sign-up API with already created template driven form for user registration, and then after we will log in the system with by using login API. Sign-up API and login API I have already created in Spring Boot application. Spring Boot application already running on my system. Let's have a look via Postman. To register, there will be 4 fields that we need. First is first name, last name, email and password. These are the 4 fields that we need to register a user. And for login, we need to pass email and password field. In login, we will get user ID and authentication token, that is JWT, JSON Web Token basically. Let's start. As we have already designed template driven form for user registration, let's open the sign up component, open the file sign up component.html and component file as well, sign up component.ts. If you remember, we have mapped sign up form with onSubmit method and onSubmit method written in component file. Let's add template reference variable for form to validate the whole form. Has reg form equals to ng form. To access template reference variable in component, use viewChild, like @viewChild reg form, whatever template reference variable you have given here, you need to pass same here, and then provide a variable. I am using the same and type ng form and import viewChild from Angular core and ng form from forms. Now in onSubmit method, validate the whole form. If form is valid, then we will call the observable. Else form is invalid, you can manage as per your requirement. Either the some field is empty, like that we are already handling with the client validation, correct? Let's validate if this dot reg form dot valid, means in this case form is valid. Let's have a console first, just look, and thereafter we will integrate the API. Form is valid. Console log form is invalid. Let's execute the application ng serve. wait till application execute. Now application compiling. Compiled successfully. Go to your browser, type localhost 4200. Now click on the sign up and then inspect console. Close this. If you look, I am just submitting without entering any data and we are getting form is invalid. Correct. This means our template reference variable working fine. Correct. Let's enter the field. I'm providing 1 2 3. Let's change the type of password here. Rahul Kumar. Email rahulkumar@gmail. Password I am giving 1 2 3 4 5 6. Just submit the form. If you look here, we are getting form is valid. Now we can call the API. So let's create a service to interact with the server. Control C, move to src, app, then users. Now we have another folder, services. Create service ng g service, creating here service user. User service created successfully. Go to your code repository, open the service file user service.ts. Now open already created service. We will copy some open the admin service.ts file here. Just copy the environment from here, paste here, and the way we are calling environment file, copy this also. Also we need observable, copy this. HTTP client as well. Inject HTTP client into constructor. Copy this part also and paste here. But in this case our sign up API is a post call. If you look here in Postman, this is a method type post. So change here type post and also change method name and provide the method name user registration or user sign up. Simple. And return time will be any, that is a object. Just remove the array. User sign up this dot http post, and we need to data will be the object that we will enter into the form. Let's put data here, and this dot API URL is a base URL. We need to change this go to Postman, and if you look here, the URL is users based base URL, then users. Put here users. Now our observable is ready. Public user sign up data is a object that will be the form data. Observable return type is the whatever we will get from the server. And now subscribe this observable into the component. Open the component file, sign up component.ts here, and first import the service. Import user service from services/user service. Now inject the service into constructor. Private user service user service. Now whenever form is valid, then we will call REST API. Correct? Whenever form is invalid, you can manage this as per project requirement. Correct? Let's subscribe the observable. This dot user service dot user sign up, and pass the data of form this dot reg form dot value. This will pass object dot subscribe. Response. Also you can handle error part as well. Console log error part you can handle as per the project requirement. Whatever message you want to show to your user, you can handle that. And in case of success, you can show message like user registered successfully kind of thing. This is totally based on the project requirement. If a response, this means if user registration success, else if any error, console.log registration failed, like show the response here, and here if registration success. Correct? Just I am putting console log as per the project requirement, handle message to show your users whatever message you want to show your user on the registration success or registration failed or error. Correct? Let's execute the application and call the API and do the registration. ng serve. If you look here, I have already registered user Rahul Kumar. Record already exists. I am going to put here something else like Rahul Kumar 20. Okay, we will leave that. Check compiled successfully. Go to your browser, Now first name Kumar Rahul Kumar 20, password 123456, submit. Form is valid, registration success. This means our registration done successfully. Email this, first name this, last name this, and we are getting the user ID from the server as well, correct? This means our registration working fine. You can manage to show message to your users here, like on the top or on the below, user registered successfully kind of things, correct? In some projects, after the sign up they directly log in the system. This is basic, totally depend on the application need, but in our case I will show you separately how to do registration and how to do login, correct? So our sign up successful. Let's move on the login part. Close the file sign up component.ts, sign up component HTML, admin service as well. This is not required, and open the component login. Now here, before adding subscriber, let's add the observable for the login. Our login API is this, after the base URL /users/login, and in a response we will get user ID and the authorization token. Let's move to service file and add the observable. Copy this and paste. Change the method name user login HTTP, and also change the users/login. Now go to your login component. First import the service, user service here. Import user service from services/user service. Inject the service into constructor. Private user service. Now subscribe the observable here. Check if you remember, we have mapped on submit method with the reactive forms. This is reactive form, and on submit method is mapped with the submit method with submit button. If this dot login form dot valid, then call the observable else console.log form is invalid. Console log form is valid. Now this dot user service dot user login, pass the form value. This dot login form dot value dot subscribe. response console.log error. Console.dot response. Let's execute the application. Our application compiled successfully. Go to your browser, click on the login, if not clicked, and provide the username and password. Rahul Kumar 20, password 123456. Submit. If you look here, form is valid and response we are getting user ID and the authorization token. This means our login successful. Now we need to store this user object into either local storage or session storage or cookie, whatever method you want you can use. In my case I am going to use session storage. I will save user object in session storage. If response is successful, then session storage dot set item user, and before saving, let's stringify the JSON object. JSON dot stringify response. Now JSON dot stringify response. This means stringify JSON saved into session storage of the browser. Correct? We can check this. Refresh the page. Clear the console. Rahul Kumar 20 1 2 3 4 5 6 and click the submit button and go to your application and click on the here. If you look here, our user object saved into session storage. Now next step is, if you remember, we have written our menus. I mean the home, about us, contact us, flight list, details, sign up, login into app component.html. This means we need user logged in status in app component.html to show and hide some menus. Just I am taking example. In case if user is logged in, then flight list and flight details will be available. Means we will show flight list and flight details only when user is logged in, and if user is not logged in, then we will hide these two menus. And sign up and login also, if user is logged in, then sign up and login will be hidden, and whenever user is log out, then sign up and login will be available. Correct? And home, about us, contact us will be available in both conditions. Okay, so let's go to service, user service.ts, and just add a variable here, current user, and fetch data of session storage here, like json dot parse session storage dot get item user. This means we will use this variable every time whenever user will refresh the page or move to any new route, correct? Also in login, change a little bit here, add pipe and then add map operator. Import map operator first, import map from RxJS operators. Here if a response is success, then assign the response to current user, because this will execute on the refresh of the page, but on the login after the login we will need to update current user with the user object. Let's assign this dot current user equals to response, and now return the user object to subscribe method. Return response. Here if a response is not valid, return null. Now we can use this variable for app component. Let's open the app component.ts file and inject user service constructor. Import user service first, user service from services / user service. Inject the service private service user service. Now this user service is available into app component app HTML file, that is app component.html file. This means template file. Now we can call this variable current user with the help of user service, correct? Now move to app component.html file and add a condition like copy user service, move to this is login. We need to show login only when user is not logged in. This means if user is not logged in, then show the login, else not. Similar condition we need to add for the sign up as well. Copy this and add a logout. Logout menu will be available only when user is logged in. remove this. This is not required. Just add href equals to void void 0, and on click we need to call a method to remove the token from session storage. Add this method into app component.ts. Public logout to remove token from the session storage. We will do the same with the help of service as well. So let's create a method in user service, public user logout session storage dot remove item, and that is user. Also set current user as null. This dot current user equals to null. Open app component.ts. This dot user service dot user logout, and after logout redirect to login page. Import router from @angular router. Inject the router private now. This dot router dot navigate by URL, and we need to redirect to login page. Similarly, we need to login after the login we need to redirect on flight list. Let's copy this URL, go to login component.ts, and here whenever response is valid, after that this dot router is not imported here. Let's import the router first. Import from Angular router, inject the router private router. Now this dot router dot navigate by URL, now we have what we have done. After the login we are saving user object into session storage, first step. And into service section what we are doing, we have created a variable current user, and we are fetching session storage data, that is session storage user object, whenever user will redirect to any new page. And after login success we are updating current user with the response of the server, because this line will execute only when user will refresh the page, but on login successful we need to update this with the same. This object and this response value is same, but this line will execute only when user will refresh the page. and this we need to update this variable on the first time whenever user will logged in. That's why I added here this line, this dot current user equal to response. Now everything looking fine. Just go to your terminal. Looking some error, let's have a look. Showing property user service not only accessible within the app component. Let's look app component.ts and user service is here, and we need open the app component.html here. It's compiled successfully. Now refresh the page, clear the console, refresh once and click on the login. Now enter email Rahul Kumar 20, whatever you have given, 1 2 3 4 5 6, the password. I am submitting home. After the submit, be moved on the admin flight list, whatever we have given. If you look here also, response is success, memory, session storage, it's also fine. Click on the logout, be moved on the login again. This means our login and logout working fine. In this section we have learned how to do user sign up and user login, logout and session storage, where to save key. So there are 3 ways here. You can save in local storage, session storage and cookies as well. So whatever the your preferred method you can use. I used here the session storage. Let's move to the next lecture for the JWT.